Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine. Students, as you know that winters have already approached, so keep yourself fit and wear woolen clothes. Don't go outside and follow proper diet, drink lukewarm water so that cold cannot enter into your body. Protect yourself from every disease, bache, and don't go outside. You have waited entire year and stayed inside, so for some time also be at home, right? Myself, Preeti Best, and today we are going to continue with the chapter Traveling is Fun. Right, children? So, children, in our last session, we have studied what is traveling, right? Traveling means when we are going from one place to another place. And if a place is near to our home, then we go on foot. If it's little bit far, we use auto rickshaw, we use cycle rickshaw. If it's too far, then we use buses, cars. If it's in another city, we use various methods of transportation. That is, we use land transportation, we use rail transportation. Right. So, meaning of land transport, we have already studied it in our last session. All those transport, all those vehicles that move on land are considered as land transport. For example, car, bus, auto rickshaw, cycle rickshaw, etc. Right? Meaning of rail transport, all those transport that move on track. Track means they are specially designed for those transport, and you can't see rail transport moving on the road. They move on the track. For example, metro trains, trams, trains, right? You all have visited, you all have, you know, experienced the journey of train, I know, metro train and tram also. Now, there are certain transports that we see in a city. For example, we all live in a city, right? And whenever we go outside, we are going to our relative's place, we see various vehicles moving on the road. These vehicles are, for example, cars, buses, bikes, scooty, all these vehicles are visible in a city. Now, there are certain transports that we see in a village, and with these transport, the villagers move to travel from one place to another place. And what are those transports? They are tractors, and horse cart, bullock cart, etc. Right? So, people, if they want to go from one place to another place, they use these vehicles. Now, suppose I want to shift from one home to another home. For that thing, I need some carrier so that I can load my house products, my fridge, my TV, etc., and can move to some other house. So for this loading and unloading, I need a big vehicle, and for that, there are certain transports which we use. They are trucks and lorries, right? Last is that vehicles, we have vehicles with two wheels, right? For example, cycles, bikes, Scooties, we have vehicles with three wheels, that is cycle rickshaw, auto rickshaw. We have vehicles with four wheels. Four wheels means we have cars, right? Cars have four wheels, and with six wheels, that is buses and trucks. Right, children? So, this much portion we have covered. Now, we will be studying what are other various methods of transportation, right? Okay, so next type of transport is air transport. What is air transport? The movement of passengers. Passengers are we people who want to go from one place to another place. And cargo. Cargo means material, right? It can be anything, any substance by aircraft. Aircraft means any movement through air, such as airplanes and helicopters. It has become the primary means of common carrier traveling. Means nowadays, due to shortages of time, people prefer traveling by air rather than traveling by train. And the reason because it is the fastest means of transportation. If suppose I have only 2 holidays with me and I want to visit Mumbai, then in that situation, I will prefer air transport going by flight rather uh, rail transport. And the reason because if train takes 2 days to reach Mumbai, I can reach Mumbai within 2 hours if I am commuting with the help of aeroplane. So aeroplane is the fastest means of transportation. Air transport is the fastest means of transportation, and it can make you reach in lesser time. It provides comfortable, efficient, and quick transport services. Means rather going on a journey for 2 days, it is always comfortable to reach the destination within 2 hours. Right, children? So, we will be observing some methods, some other means of air transport. Okay, so means of air transport. Number one is helicopter. What is helicopter? It is an aircraft with no wings, right? This is the main difference between helicopter and aeroplane, that it has no wings. It moves vertically and horizontally by means of large overheaded blades. It has blades. Even if you can see in a picture, it has two blades that rotates. It uses include transportation of people and cargo, military uses, tourism, medical transport, etc. Medical transport means that if a village is suffering from any diseases, then with the help of helicopters, they can drop the medicines to that particular village. So helicopter is one of the means of air transport. Next example of air transport is aeroplane, a vehicle that can fly through the air, right? With wings, you can see there are two adjacent wings or one or more engines. Can be one engine or more than one engine in an aeroplane. Of course, it is the fastest means of transportation. It comes in many different shapes and sizes. It is not so that all the aeroplanes have same size or shape. It depends, right? It is very useful in natural calamities, where natural calamities means that if a village or a part of a country is suffering something disastrous from the nature, then aeroplanes play a vital role in giving them the things which are needed to sustain a life. Costly goods can easily be transported through aeroplane. Of course, costly goods includes all those goods which are expensive. So we cannot rely on rail transport to uh, transport all the expensive goods. Rather, we can rely on aeroplanes to transport all the expensive goods. So it is a best source of uh, transporting the goods which are heavy in cost, right, children? So this is all about air transport. Next type of transport is water transport. So, where the transportation of people, goods, etc. is done by boat or other waterborne vessel, that is known as water transport. We all know if we are commuting in ships, boats, and that ships and boats both in water, that means it is water transport. So, examples ships, boats, steamers, and canoes are some means of water transport. As airways is the expensive means of transport, water transport is the cheapest source of transportation, right? With low maintenance. That means maintaining the water transport, the cost of maintaining the water transport is not high as compared to other means of transportation, as compared to rail transport, as compared to land transport, and as compared to air transport. But everything comes with its disadvantage. The biggest disadvantage of water transport is that it is very, very slow. Means you cannot reach to your destination in a quick time because it's all about water. It is very, very slow, and hence not suitable to transport perishable items. Perishable items or perishable goods means those goods which they cannot last for many days. They will rotten after few days. So if we are going to transport perishable goods through water transport, then there are chances that they may become rotten, and we have to suffer the loss, because journey by water transport is very, very slow. However, it is cheap, but it is very slow, right, children? So here are the means of water transport. These are the images. The number one is, of course, boat, right? I know you must have visited it. You must have, enjoyed the boat ride. Next is ship, where so many people can travel at one point of time. Next is steamer, right? And the last one is canoe. Canoe means that many people cannot sit at one particular time. It is just for fun. You can have a short ride in it, right, children? So here we have completed this chapter. Traveling is fun, right? And we have done all the ways through which we can commute from one place to another place. People select the means of transport according to their pocket, how much they can spend, according to the available of time, how much time they have with them. If you have very less time and you want to travel, then of course you will go with air transport. If you have 10-15 days and you want to visit to your relatives, you will go with rail transport. If you have lots of time with you, you have vacations for 1 month, then you of course go for water transport. That so choosing the types of transport totally depends upon the time a person has, and of course the longevity of a journey. If the journey is like, if your relative is residing very near to you, of course you will go on foot. If they are in the same city, of course you will choose for bus, car. If they are in the another city, then again your choice depends, right, children? So go through the slides, read the chapter, and of course, I believe you must have enjoyed this session. We will meet again with something new for you. Till that time, you all take care of yours, stay at home, stay safe. Bye bye, children.